Man, oh man, I have so many plays to choose from. It took me forever to whittle it down, but that is a good thing. I am Ronde Barber, and this is your film session from our victory on the road at New England, presented by Microsoft. Now, before we get into this, I just gotta say, this was a great team effort. And I gotta start on defense because for the first time all year, 294 yards plus -1 yards rushing. This is where the credit is due. And there's credit to go all around, but I've been kind of hinting at this guy hitting his stride. Well, Joe Tryon-Shoyinka finally hit his stride. And it happened early in the football game. This is, I think, the fourth play of the game. And the one thing about this play, right? Joe Tryon is going to get credited with the sack, but he had a little bit of a helping hand here. We've been talking about him all year as well. Vita Vea is an absolute monster. Here's Vita Vea, right? This is supposed to be a RPO, right? Quarterback's gonna fake, and it's gonna be a screen, or a little screen pass out here to 16. Number 50 completely wrecks this entire football play. Mac Jones has absolutely nothing to do with this football because 50 is in his face, and of course, the helping hand allows Joe Tryon-Shoyinka to get his first sack as a Buccaneer. You can see this from the end zone, exactly what I'm talking about here. Now, he's been wrecking shop all year. Number 50, Vita Vea, is probably the best defensive tackle in football. This just proves it. Mostly, he's a power guy. How about showing some quicks here? Are you kidding me? And then can't throw the quick screen pass. Joe Tryon, great hands, great shiftiness, everything that we've always talked about him, gets the sack. It would not be his last sack. Let's go later on to the game. Third down, big important third down here. Bucs are playing, I believe, some sort of two-man here, so there's nowhere for Mac Jones to throw this football right away. Man-to-man here, these three guys, man-to-man here, Levante David, that's a terrible draw, but you know what I mean, and then two high safeties, so there's no immediate release for this ball. So this rush, this four-man rush of Shaq Barrett, Ndamukong Suh, Vita Vea, and Joe Tryon-Shoyinka have a chance to get home. Now watch this. Joe Tryon's gonna get the stat. Number 50 should get the credit. This is absolutely ridiculous. This is almost a layup. I think anybody at home could get this sack because of what Vita Vea does to this guard and tackle. He takes up the guard, he annihilates the tackle, and look at Joe Tryon. You guys remember in the preseason when he had a penalty on his first sack? I want you to watch how he hits it. First of all, watch this. It's a little, what we call a TE game. So TE, tackle goes first, end goes second. TE game. If it's the other way, it's the ET game. This is the TE game. So Vita Vea, wrecking shop, and then Joe Tryon-Shoyinka. Look at this, pull his head out. It's learning, man. That is learning. Sack, helping hand from his teammate. 2 turnovers in this game as well to go along with the 4 sacks for this Bucs defense. Now, to stick with our theme, right? The Bucs are again playing two-man. You're gonna see the way they designed this is brilliant though. This is one deep half safety, and Carlton Davis, get well soon. This is our other deep half safety, and then Mike Edwards is gonna play two-man underneath this guy. These guys are in two-man. Richard Sherman, our new quarterback, amazing that he could play in his first week, but he did. Watch this play. I love this play. Mac Jones probably is confused as anything. This is a closed hole look, meaning there's a safety in the middle of the field. So he thinks it's just man-to-man. All he has to do is pick out a guy and beat him. But you're gonna see Mike Edwards run underneath this guy. You're gonna see 24 go to the deep half, 31 sit in that deep half, and it's just two-man. And of course, as Devin White wants to do from time to time, when he's supposed to be covering a back, he's actually gonna just go blow up the quarterback. Watch this. As he hits him, the ball is forced to come out a little bit quick, and then Antoine Winfield Jr.'s helping hand is applied by none other than Ross Cockrell, who's playing the nickel back here. This is a great job by him. He's a little bit out of phase to start the play here, number 43. But watch him gain, and he doesn't have to get on top. He's underneath. He knows that he has deep health safety right there, and even though he slips, he gets a tip, overthrow, whatever you want to call it, interception Bucs. I love it. It wasn't just on defense, obviously. It wasn't the Bucs' greatest offensive performance, but what they did in this game that helped them win this game was run the football. Leonard Fournette, Ronald Jones combined for 119 yards and a touchdown, and it started at the very beginning of the game. Remember, last week, Tom Brady was the leading rusher with 14 yards. Well, that ended pretty quickly here. This is just a little counter. They're going to use Chris Godwin, because he's a blocker at times, and Bruce Arians and Byron Leftwitz's offense, to come in, and it reduces the formation, but it's just a little counter. Watch Ali Marpet, number 74 right there, pull. You're going to see the counter steps by Leonard Fournette is just blocked perfectly. But when you go to the end zone, you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about here. Running game helping us win this football game. And this is great patience by Leonard Fournette. Where is this hole supposed to be? Is it supposed to be here? Is it supposed to be here? Is it supposed to be there? I think it's just relying on his patience. And I want you to watch Ryan Jensen punch this defensive lineman to 65 seals, and then Ryan Jensen comes back and takes over this blitzing linebacker right here. And that's exactly where the hole is for Leonard Fournette. This is a great job by 66 and 65. This is why I wanted to show this play, because this, to me, this exemplified what was gonna happen in this football game. And then Devin McCourty forgot his big boy pads. Bam. Huge run towards get a 19, 20-yard run. And I think it's the biggest rushing gain of the year for us. Here we go. Let's go to the touchdown by Ronald Jones. I love this. I love this play. We got 4 tight ends on the field. I didn't know we had 4 tight ends on the roster, but we got 4 tight ends on the field. 3 here, 1 there, right? And this is just a designed power bounce. So power, what is power? You get 2 guys blocked down, you usually get a back block out, and you get a puller that the running back follows. But this is a bounce. Watch Cameron Brate, number 84. Watch him seal this end right here so Ali Marpet can get outside, block the corner, and then Ronald Jones does the rest, finds this gap, and scoots in for the touchdown. I think it's our 3rd rushing touchdown of the season, maybe our 2nd by a back, and you see this from the end zone. Oh wait, that's not a tight end. That's Chris Godwin playing tight end, and he's got his hand in the ground. I mean, that's just epic right there. That's the only reason I wanted to show this play. What a great block, but it works. Running game, helping us win this football game. I love it. Bucs win on the road. It was messy, it was rainy. You're gonna have to find a way to win ugly games sometimes, and they found a way to win this one. Ugly, but it's a W, and that's your film session. I'll be back next week after we beat Miami at home.